When it comes to weight loss in perimenopause, you just need to get back to the basics and you will see results.
Introducing the Perimenopause podcast, a show dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of achieving optimal health naturally as you transition into perimenopause and menopause. Get ready to join your host, Dr. Seth Yates, an experienced naturopathic doctor, acupuncturist, and kinesiologist, as he shares his wealth of knowledge acquired from over 40,000 patient visits and 15 years in working with perimenopausal females. Welcome to the Perimenopause podcast.
Hey, this is Doc Yates. Welcome to the Perimenopause podcast, brought to you by perimenopause.com. And today I want to talk about 5 health hacks for weight loss during perimenopause. And doing it this way, focusing on these 5 things, are what you will need to get results for that stubborn weight gain that you've been dealing with. Especially how the weight's probably, the way you're putting on weight's changed. You're probably trying the exercise. And I'm not saying we're not going to do this. This will be incorporated in the plan, but we're just going to discuss how we do it and why we do it. So let's get right into it. It's going to be a quick one today. Number 1, we're going to discuss diet. The best thing for diet would be low carb, and if you really wanted to nail it, intermittent fasting. Now, do you have to do it this way exactly? No, you don't. But in doing it this way, I'll tell you why. You'll see better results. 1, by doing lower carb, it means you're not doing high carb. And when you do high carb and you're in perimenopause, it makes your body produce a lot more insulin. And this insulin makes it harder to lose weight. The spike in insulin will make you release more estrogen into your system, which makes you even more estrogen dominant, which is what you're already struggling with, which makes it even harder to lose weight. So, lower carb to prevent these further hormone changes. Intermittent fasting, I don't think you need to wait until noon to eat or anything like that, but here's the real deal with intermittent fasting. When you're done supper, you're done. And by doing it that way and just by having that set in stone, it will make you so you're not going to be doing all of this evening snacking. And that's one of the major reasons for people having difficulty with their diet and gaining weight. So intermittent fasting, at least in the evening, whenever you're done supper, say 6 o'clock, then you're done. It will also force you at that time to then focus on other things if you're going to be drinking. So you could focus on herbal teas that can improve your sleep, reduce your stress, that can help balance hormones further. Point number 2, magnesium for sleep and bowel movements. So poor sleep and constipation are 2 major factors I find that can prevent people from losing weight. Magnesium can help address both of those. So using some magnesium at night can make it so your sleep is deeper. If your sleep is way off because of hormone imbalances, it's not going to make it so you stay asleep, but it will definitely make it so that your sleep will be deeper. And if your sleep is deeper and you're more rested, that's going to be helpful. The other thing is that if you're constipated, you can just take a little bit more magnesium and that'll help you go to the bathroom. And then again, we're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 important birds that are preventing you from losing weight. Number 3, detoxify excess estrogen. We use an herbal formula called Estrodom, and in the clinic we have the same thing, different name, called hormone balance. And this is to help the body detoxify excess estrogen metabolites. So any of the extra estrogen that your body is breaking down in the liver, you've got all these metabolites, you need to detoxify them, which is another reason why you need to make sure you're having regular bowel movements, because it's detoxifying through the liver, through the bowels, and if you're constipated, everything can just be reabsorbing. So we don't want that. So detoxify the excess estrogen, use magnesium if you're constipated to make sure you're emptying that. Number 4, move for stress. Exercise is important. It's important for weight loss, but sometimes that's not enough of a motivation. I want you people to exercise for the stress. Think of the exercise as something that's going to help your body cope with stress from work, cope with stress from home, cope for whatever stresses. And the main thing is just pick an exercise that you like and then try and break a sweat. I've discussed this a few times before, but don't overcomplicate it. Pick something that you really like, try and break a sweat. Once exercise becomes part of your routine and you like it, then we can discuss other things that you can do for exercise. But for now, take your favorite during a time of day that you know will work, where you've got about 20 minutes at least. Try and break a sweat. Number 5, the big hitter here, progesterone. If you're in perimenopause and you're low in progesterone, which that's pretty much what perimenopause is, you supplement with some progesterone. Use a topical cream. Make sure that it's a balanced amount. Put that on before you go to bed. It will help with estrogen dominance. It's going to help with sleep. It's going to help with mood and stress, all of these things. That's it. So number 1 was the low-carb diet with intermittent fasting. Number 2 was with magnesium for help for sleep and bowel movements. Number 3 was detoxify the excess estrogen. Number 4, move for stress. And number 5, progesterone. So those are the 5 weight loss health hacks for perimenopause that we're going over today. I hope this was helpful. And this is Doc Yates signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to the Perimenopause podcast. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and visit perimenopause.com for more valuable information on how you can thrive during your transition through perimenopause. Join our community of like-minded women who are dedicated to achieving optimal health naturally, and stay up to date with the latest tips, tricks, and advice from Dr. Seth Yates. And we'll catch you on the next episode of the Perimenopause podcast.